Have you ever thought about the term relationship and how it's been completely dominated by being with another person romantically? Anything meaningful that you connect with, think about it, being completely enamored and lost in another person. And I was thinking about this when our view of our relationships, our relating with things in our lives, things that we find meaningful, is so narrow and so powerless as to always reside with another person where we can't read their mind, we don't know what decision they're going to make tomorrow, yet we're supposed to confidently jump off that cliff with that other person, that unpredictability. There's no wonder why so many people feel anxious and reticent about the notion of relationships today. It used to be about relationships with anything, including people. What made me curious about it was that typically when relationships end these days, people feel completely lost because they're only relating to that one thing, the other person, dependently. And they lose any kind of relationship they have with anything else outside their life that they value intimately, that they love. They don't have a love of anything else. Everything is second place or thrown away, whether it's friends, your hobbies, pastimes. We lose our relationship to anything we find meaningful in life. This isn't woo-woo horseshit. This is really critical stuff, gentlemen. This is understanding how the lexicon of our times really makes us dismiss the notion of how we love anything in our lives, and it only is supposed to mean another person romantically, or what relationships are. Relationships are relationships with anything. My relationship with making videos, with art, with photography. And it really comes into prime focus when a lot of guys' relationships end, be the really significant ones like marriage and children ripped away from him, and they feel completely empty because they're not relating to anything. They don't love anything else except for a very romantic, narrow field of another person. You don't have a relationship in a broad sense with a lot of things in life. I relate to my friends, I relate to my art, I relate to if I'm going out with somebody. I have a relationship across many things, and you embrace life broadly, not so narrowly that you forego and you desensitize yourself. So I wanted to just remind us that the word relationship is much broader than a narrow romantic one. And it really comes into focus when we're devastated by that one person, the eggs in one basket that has left us, or that relationship has died, and we feel like all of life has died as well. Think about what the word relationship means. Think about what the word love means, and how much you love things. Because a few times when I've been devastated and lost in that romantic cycle in the past, where I forego everything because I'm in that drug-like haze of romantic infatuation with that person, when they leave and I try to get back into my old routines of hobby and art and writing and reading and hiking and all the things I know I love doing and I know I love doing, I can't enjoy them because I lost that relationship with them. I severed everything else. I severed my love and relationship with my life, and I handed it over to the other person to give me complete meaning. And it frustrated me because why can't I have a relationship with other things that I love after I broke up? It was like I didn't want to love anything else, and it's not the right way to be, especially in that dependent state of romantic love. Just something to think about. How you actually see relationships, what your knee-jerk reaction is to when someone says, I'm in a relationship. We automatically think you're with a person. When you think about love, it's always romantic love. Love and relationships are about you relating with and integrating with things in life you value and love and provide meaning to you. Think about how they've been co-opted, and when you hand them over to your other half, to a female, completely, and you say nothing else matters, that romantic ideal will set you up for such a devastating consequence later on if or when things end. Think about the words you use and what you really value, gentlemen. Anyway, just something to think about.
Feel free to link and share my videos around, and don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. If you want to say thanks, there are donation options below this content. I really appreciate it. Cheers.